Today in Hollywood, you see some of your favorite actors and actresses on the big screen in their most current dominating acting roles. It may appear that they were born to act or that they gained stardom overnight, but neither is always the case. In fact, some actors' first roles were on television sitcoms quite some time ago, believe it or not. Take a look at this video to find some famous actors that have TV to thank for being the stepping stone to their current world of big screen acting. Martin Lawrence. Martin Lawrence was born in Frankfurt, Germany, but grew up in Landover, Maryland. He began his career doing stand-up comedy shows in the Washington, D.C. area and eventually relocated to New York City. While there, he landed gigs at the Improv Comedy Club in Manhattan, where a lot of aspiring actors previously tried their routines, including Richard Pryor and Whoopi Goldberg. After winning a spot on the then-popular TV show Star Search, hosted by Ed McMahon, where contestants competed in different genres of entertainment, Martin was noticed by Columbia Pictures television executives. He was offered the role of Maurice Warfield on the TV sitcom What's Happening Now, a sequel of the original 70s sitcom What's Happening. His role lasted from 1987 to 1988, during the show's third season, where he played a busboy at the popular neighborhood restaurant Rob's Place. Tom Hanks. Tom Hanks made his first debut with a minor role in the 1980 horror film He Knows You're Alone. It wasn't until later that year that he was cast as a co-star on the ABC television sitcom Bosom Buddies, where he was immediately recognized for his unique comic abilities. Tom Hanks and Peter Scolari portrayed two single young men who worked at a New York-based advertising firm. As a result of their financial struggles, they decided to disguise as two women, Buffy and Hildegard, in order to qualify to live in an inexpensive, all-female hotel that they could afford. Bosom Buddies ran for 2 seasons from 1980 to 1982. Regina King. You may have seen this fierce female powerhouse in a variety of epic films such as Poetic Justice, Boys in the Hood, Higher Learning, and Friday. But do you know how and when it all started? In 1985, Regina King stepped onto the scene as Brenda Jenkins in the television sitcom 227, a role she played until the show ended in 1990, and she's been landing killer roles ever since. Robin Givens. Robin Givens landed her breakthrough role on the ABC sitcom Head of the Class as a spoiled rich girl, Darlene Merriman. The series ran for 5 seasons from 1986 to 1991 and showcased a group of gifted students in an honors program at Fillmore Public High School. Robin also appeared in the miniseries The Women of Brewster Place with Oprah Winfrey in 1989, while starring in Head of the Class. A few years later, she went on to make her big screen debut in the romantic comedy film Boomerang alongside Eddie Murphy in 1992. Michael J. Fox. Michael J. Fox started his acting career in the 70s when he was just 15 years old. But it wasn't until he turned 18 that he gained fame after being cast as young Republican Alex P. Keaton on the NBC sitcom Family Ties. The show ran for 7 seasons from 1982 to 1989 and is still one of the most watched shows in the history of television. In an April 2014 interview with Jimmy Fallon, Michael stated that he negotiated the role from a payphone at a Pioneer Chicken restaurant in Los Angeles, California, and added that he only got the part because Matthew Broderick was unavailable at the time and turned it down. For 3 years in a row, in the late 80s, Michael J. Fox won a Primetime Emmy Award for Outstanding Lead Actor in a Comedy Series for his role in Family Ties, and in 1989, he received a Golden Globe Award for his performance on the show. His Family Ties success shot him into stardom and landed him roles such as Marty McFly in the Back to the Future film trilogy, Teen Wolf, and The Secret to My Success. Robin Williams. Talk about being in the right place at the right time. Long before he touched audiences with his performance in Good Will Hunting, Robin Williams guest starred in the role of Alien Mork from Ork in an episode of Happy Days in 1978. His presentation was so great that it landed him an entire sitcom based on that same character. Mork and Mindy ran for 4 seasons from 1978 to 1982. The show was such a triumph in its first season that Robin appeared on the March 12, 1979 cover of Time magazine. John Travolta. Following the debut of the high school sitcom Welcome Back, Kotter in 1975, John Travolta became an instant teen idol. He starred as Vinnie Barbarino, a class clown to say the least, and the leader of the group, the Sweat Hogs. With good looks and funny catchphrases, the then 20-year-old became a sought-after leading man for historic Hollywood hits like Saturday Night Fever and its sequel, Staying Alive. Welcome Back, Kotter aired for 4 seasons from 1975 to 1979. Jason Bateman. Jason Bateman first appeared in a Golden Graham cereal commercial in 1980 and began his television career on Little House on the Prairie, but in 1982, his career took off fast when he played Ricky Schroeder's bad boy best friend, Derek Taylor, on the television sitcom Silver Spoons. His wisecracks and hilarious on-screen moments led fans to become obsessed with his character. Following Silver Spoons, he landed his on-screen debut in the film Teen Wolf 2 in 1987. Alyssa Milano. After an 18-month tour on Broadway in the musical Annie, Alyssa Milano landed her breakthrough acting role in the 80s comedy sitcom Who's the Boss? She played Tony Danza's daughter, Samantha Michelli, from 1984 to 1992. Consequently, Alyssa went on to star in films like Commando and The Canterville Ghost. George Clooney. George Clooney was exposed to the entertainment industry at a very young age. At 5 years old, he played sketch characters on local talk shows with his dad, Nick Clooney. George's path to stardom was devised by way of appearances in several small roles on television, including the sitcom Roseanne, where he played Booker Brooks, the foreman of Wellman Plastics, the factory where Roseanne was employed. He only appeared in 11 episodes in the show's first season in 1988. However, his character on Roseanne was a breakthrough for far more significant roles. Jada Pinkett Smith. Jada Pinkett Smith became famous when she starred in the 80s sitcom A Different World as the fictional HBCU Hillman College attendee Lena James in seasons 5 and 6 when she was 20 years old. A Different World is a spin-off of the television sitcom The Cosby Show and featured students adjusting to life away from home while attending school. It was this role that led to Jada's film debut in the drama Menace to Society in 1993. Jim Carrey. Although Jim Carrey had roles in films in the 80s, he rose to prominence in 1990 as a recurring character on the Keenen Ivory Wayans sketch comedy television series In Living Color. While the series was short-lived, its popularity helped him land major film roles in the Ace Ventura franchise and his most iconic role to date, Dumb and Dumber. Raven Simone. Adorable little Raven Simone tried out for a role in Bill Cosby's comedy film Ghost Dad in 1989, but it turned out that she was too young for the part, being only 3 years old at the time. For that reason, Bill Cosby decided to cast her as his step-granddaughter Olivia Kendall on his sitcom The Cosby Show. Raven made her debut in the show's 6th season and remained a cast member until the series finale in 1992. If you found this video interesting, please give it a like and share it with your friends. If you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, please do so and hit that notification bell so you don't miss future uploads. Thanks for watching.